¿Cómo están? This is JP coming up from my house in Tampa, beautiful Tampa Bay. I wanted to shoot a quick video entering my little apartment, and it's not pretty much the thing that you can see on my background, and it is late at night. I think it's 7. No, it's not 7. It's not that dark in the evenings here in Tampa Bay. I think it's more than 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 or 11 p.m. in the, but, well, no matter the hour it is, I just wanted to turn on the camera and do a quick video for you guys. This is not gonna be, that long. I just wanted to, share a golden nugget that I just learned with the past with you. Actually, those who were watching my videos and coming up from getting in a line of work, what I usually do. I realized a couple of things. Being in the job industry, you get sort of like, you realize that you're in a force, so to speak, or they call it the workforce, and it is like you are in a workforce, but this is I think I'm making this up. You're forcing out to making out of the job, of the work. And those of you who are still struggling, finding a way to being successful in business as in life, you have to do what is necessary to do in order to accomplish new things that you want to do. You know what I mean? And that means find ways to think like you are not used to think. In other words, you might say, find a way to be successful. How? Alright. How can you be successful when your surroundings, your surroundings are like, pretty much bad news, unsuccessfulness, people are getting tired, the usual things that you can hear, you're surrounded with. That's why you have to, do something about it. What can you do? I've heard somebody, I think it was Rockefeller, this guy who lived a long time ago, who said, only with hanging out with millionaires, thinking like a millionaires, and doing the stuff that millionaires do, and I'm making this up, this line will make you being one of the millionaires. Alright. In other words, only millionaires hanging out with millionaires because they think like millionaires and doing like a millionaires do. And that's a good, we're here because we need to change our way of life, right? We need to change our financial outcome, our financial, way of living. Alright, nobody wants to be poor. I mean, I can guarantee you that nobody, almost 100% of the people that get, ends meet, like barely scratching 300 or 400 a week, they want to get out of that way of life. And let's be truthful here. you have to to accustom, or like you're reprogramming yourself to be successful in life, and thinking like nobody else is thinking, being outside the box. Some might say that, or others will say thinking above, head and shoulders above other people think. That's right, but it will only be up to you to do so. So you, and only you, can find a way to be successful. And successful, I'm not saying that you're gonna make $1 million tomorrow, or you're gonna be like millionaire, because I've heard a lot of people that are millionaires, but they're miserable in their lives. All right, and they just can, they're making millions, but they don't feel like they're doing something, useful with their lives. They feel miserable. They're making money, but they're miserable, absolutely miserable with their lives. And when you find something, and this is what I'm saying, this is my little advice to you. When you find a way, or some ways, to be like you want to be, like successful, like you want to accomplish great things, you're gonna be in a, probably in a big stage, sharing your story. You can do that only if you just reprogram yourself and say, hey, enough of this crappy life, and I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna fight like if there is nothing in life. I'm gonna I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna I'm gonna do whatever it takes to being successful. The money factor will come later. Trust me. Alright, the money will come later on. I'm sorry, just getting shaky. The camera again. The money factor will come later, because when you change this, you find a way to change this, you will do wonders, and you wouldn't even realize what you are doing, and where the money and where the wealth is coming. Alright, and then somebody might say, but you gotta change your friends, maybe. Well, I'm not saying that you are above or better than them, but you have to get rid of what is not useful to you. If you're hanging out with people, I'm not saying that you are better, or they're not better than you, or they're worse than you. I'm talking about being getting new things, and hanging around with people, positive people. You're gonna keep visiting, hanging out with them, but not like you used to. You have to slowly, by time, actually stop to hanging out with them, because if you think, what are they talking about, just listen what they talk. Are they talking about successfulness? Are they talking about, are they talking about how blessed their lives are? Just listen what they talk, and you will see what I'm saying. And you have to do it in order to reprogram yourself. It is a way. I'm saying it's just a way to be successful, because you won't be successful if you don't hang out with successful and positive people. Alright, keep this in mind. You won't be successful if you hanging out with unsuccessful people, because why do they talk? They're complaining, they're whistling about something, they're complaining, like I say, complaining twice, because that's what they talk. And they don't do things, just get used to the workforce. And what do they do? Just work, Complain, 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 go home, sleep, go to work, complain. So it's up to you, or nobody else. It's only up to you, alright? It is only up to you to make the changes that you have to make, alright? So I hope this little golden nugget video was helpful to you, and it's getting a little bit hot, but I'm doing this on tomorrow night or morning, alright? So I will keep you posted on new things that I will be sharing, learning and sharing with you, right? So do yourself a favor, like I said previously, be happy. Alright guys, this is Jean Paul signing off, and I see you later on, alright? Talk soon, bye bye.